Well, here I am, Neil Priest, back in my garden, welcoming you to my adult chess improvement channel, Dreaming of Chess Mastery. So, if you haven't been here before, welcome. This is a chess YouTube channel that for the moment features no moves, just a lot of waffle in the garden. But I hope it's good waffle, and I hope it provokes interesting questions, and perhaps, who knows, if I'm very lucky, sparks a conversation. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm very excited today because I'm off. I've started. I'm on my journey. Well, I'm not going anywhere literally, but I have embarked upon my 1,000-day adult chess improvement experiment. 1,000 days. 4th of October 2024, all the way to the end of June 2027. An experiment as to what might be possible in terms of adult chess improvement in one's late 50s if you lean into it and actually do the work. Well, of course, that remains to be seen if I do actually do the work, but that's my intention, and I will keep you posted. This is another of those videos in the sort of time frame challenge genre. Speedruns are like that. And there's plenty of those sorts of videos, although very often from much better chess players than me, streamed for your entertainment on Twitch or somewhere like that. And there's all sorts of videos and series where people have embarked on similar sorts of adventures. A particularly well-known one recently is Mr. Pifflesticks. And he embarked on a year of playing chess professionally as a complete amateur, a sort of attempt to see if he really took chess seriously like a professional, what progress was possible. He's coming to the end of that little adventure, and I'll certainly talk about it when it ends, reflect on lessons learned, things like that. But for the time being, I've got my whole journey out in front of me, 1,000 days. And I've started, I have to say, I think rather well. My idea is, I thought about 1,000 days because it's a suitably long period of time for there to be a realistic chance of working seriously, consistently, in a methodical way, and actually seeing results, rather than trying to game the system, which I fear very often is the case. People try and get their rapid chess rating to a particular level, YouTubers. And the way they do that is just playing an extraordinary number of games. I say extraordinary as in an unsustainable number of games. And they might make that progress, but what happens next? Have they actually become a better chess player, or simply created a sort of exercise in smoke and mirrors? And that's not what I want to do. I want to see if it is possible to genuinely become a much stronger chess player at my age. And to do that, it seemed to me that a good thing to do would be to take stock of where I am right now. I can tell you what my rating is. I haven't played over-the-board chess for more than 20 years. But I've been bumbling around on chess.com and Lichess, and if I just was to give one number, I'm sort of in the mid-2000s. My chess.com rapid rating. So I suppose 18 to 1900 FIDE. And that seems to make reasonable sense for me. In some of my slower games on chess.com, I'm part of a group that plays a sort of fortnightly game in a tournament with nothing really at stake other than the fact that it's a Swiss system tournament, and so you get to eventually play some interesting games, and I've had decent results against people who, when I'm able to glean their FIDE rating, are sort of 1900 strength players. So that kind of makes sense that that's where I am right now. But it doesn't tell the whole story. I just don't think ratings do. So the first big activity in my 1000-day project is to take stock of where I am as a chess player. And it can be hard to say what you do well, other than looking at your rating. It is actually probably a lot easier to begin this process of chess improvement by cataloguing what you don't do well, what you do badly. And if you watched my last video, there's a fantastic book out that will help you do that. 50 mistakes. I've forgotten the title. Started reading it, and the title. 50 Mistakes You Should Know. I think that's it. By Jesus de la Villa. And so what I'm going to begin my project with is a serious deep dive into categorizing the mistakes I make. And this book of de la Villa's gives the categories. How long will that take? I have no idea. I take my games on chess.com, rapids, slower time controls, and daily chess. I suppose I've got a couple of hundred. There's a lot of mistakes there. Probably in the 4 digits. No, not probably. Most certainly in the 4 digits. And enough to give me a good picture of the areas most in need of urgent attention. And I think that's a good place to begin. It's a place that if I had my own chess coach, if I was getting regular lessons, and just judging on things I've heard coaches say or read them say on their sort of advertising blurbs, one of the first things they ask you to do is send them a load of your games, and they look through your games and they get a sort of a snapshot of you as a player, and pretty quickly can tell you where you need to improve. I mean, I know one area where I definitely need to improve, and it will come out in these, and it's in de la Villa's book. You know, I don't play pawn endgames well. It's not a surprise. I don't think most below 2,000 amateurs, I don't think any of us play pawn endgames very well, because we probably could all improve our calculation, and pawn endings are pure calculation. So it's not really a surprise. But I can think back to the most unfortunate accidents over the last couple of years of online chess, and I can think of some very, very bitter pills that I've had to swallow. But as I say, I've played in the region of a couple of hundred games. There's going to be well over 1,000 mistakes that I need to categorize, and pawn endings will just be one of the many areas that I need to work on. Now, that is going to be my main area of focus for the next probably couple of months. I am going to carry on playing. Why satisfy myself with the 1,000 mistakes I've already made. Why not make some new ones? So that's what I'm going to do. And the sort of third leg in the training for the next, I guess, 3 months is to try and work on tactics and calculation as regularly as possible. And I think that kind of is a nice way of fitting together a training schedule. And I'll be quoting luminaries, grandmasters and such, YouTube experts, liberally over the coming weeks and months and years. Grandmaster Noel Studer, Next Level Chess Training, he gives us a basic rule of thumb, a sort of divide your time, however much time that might be, into thirds. 1/3 playing and analysing your own games, 1/3 studying an area of chess, and 1/3 tactics training, calculation training. So that's what I'll do. And today I have started well. I've done a decent job of categorizing, sort of, no, not categorizing, of summarizing an overview of the 50 Mistakes book. And I'm ready to start actually digging into my own games. I have solved a few puzzles today. I haven't played, but I did yesterday. Not very well, as it happens, but never mind. We're in it for the journey, not short-term results and success. So that's it. My 1,000-day project has started. The first mile of the 1,000-mile journey is underway, and let's see where this leads me. I hope some of you will, if not join me as fellow travellers, at least engage with the journey. I'd love to hear what you think, and if someone asked me for a dream outcome of these videos, it might be that we form an interesting little corner on the internet, a community of fellow adult chess improvers. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and a like or a subscription would never go amiss. So that's it. I trust you're enjoying your chess journey as much as I'm enjoying mine. Until the next video, ciao.